that we're gonna get a set here. You know, we were just talking about Bowler as someone being not only like a player of many games, but also being a content creator and like showing up and running through this bracket all the way, ending up in losers really early, like you said, it's just fascinating to see. Like the mental fortitude to do that. It shows his experience from playing all these different games. But on the other side,
the name Bowler was familiar. I think I've seen a video.
That's the guy who did the lore video.
The lore video.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and then on the other side we have Zeoark. Fun fact: Zeoark is someone I was in a Smash clan with years and years ago. I've known him a long time, but he's one of the top NorCal players who just really hasn't had their like big breakout opportunity yet. And today might be one of those days, but also running it a little bit through losers.
50 win streak.
Yeah, crazy.
What?
Yeah, 50 win streak. Yeah, he's kind of been cooking.
Beast.
Actual beast.
Actual beast. Bowler has 90k subs.
He's a big guy. He's a big guy. Yeah, Bowler's done a lot of different games over a lot of different of the platform fighters. Like,
oh my god, what are you doing here? The clout? The clout?
Yeah, this is the clout battle. Zeoark also being a creator. Zeoark being one of the better Greninja players from Smash Ultimate.
I do remember that, actually.
Yeah, he made a lot of content for it as well. It's always the Greninjas.
Yeah, me and my content, you know how to.
But here we are. We are now in game 1, Forsburn versus Clairen.
This matchup, if you'd asked me a couple months ago, and this would have been like before a couple of patches, obviously like this was a tough matchup for Clairen.
Yeah.
Forsburn kind of did what she did better a lot of the time, and especially, you know, being able to mix in clone, he never really had to interact with Clairen on her like preferred range.
Yeah.
That being said, as clone has been nerfed, as the safety of down air has been nerfed, and as the game engine has really changed to benefit Clairen,
yeah,
I say this is much closer to even, if not even in Clairen's favor than it was before, because truly, Forsburn does not just have the safe like options for making Clairen uncomfortable. Not the same ones he did before.
I think a big thing that's rough too in this matchup, as we just saw there, is Clairen having so much access to these like hard confirms where outside of certain positions or like really specific areas that allow you to get those confirms, it can be a little bit harder for Forsburn to kind of open up and find that kill unless it's a stray hit.
I mean, that being said, Zeoark had an opportunity there for a reverse hit back air off the back of the forward throw, but just wasn't ready for the DIN. And I kind of, like you said, Forsburn gets those opportunities, but they're not as obvious, right? They just don't come off the back of a tipper or a back throw or whatever, right? You have to set it up in the correct situation, and then you also have to react, but react he will, and Zeoark evening things up.
Yeah, great awareness of getting that plat tech chase set up and putting all the pressure on with the clone and then just ripping the upkeep. That was beautiful stuff. But immediately Bowler taking this momentum back, only taking 11% after respawning. Zeoark really trying to take the center stage away from him and finally getting a scrap, but not a good enough hit. Bowler keeping the momentum in his favor right now. Great clone pop, and we're gonna see some up airs. And I will say, of all the Forsburns, as a Forsburn head myself, Zeoark really loves that up air. He is so good at using that move compared to a lot of us.
I feel like people don't put the respect on it deserves.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think part of I like it. There's still opportunities here. The high recovery down smash it. You can kill it, did. Zeoark, the perfect coverage, the perfect options, realizing Clairen was out of options, had to go high, but unlucky.
Oh, that was a great little catch right there from Bowler. Sometimes it's just, you got tippered. That'll close it. I'm very impressed so far with both these players.
That's true. On Craig, it is at certain percents. It might not be anymore after the patch, but pre-patch it was.
What's true?
Just up throw, tipper, up air.
Oh, that's true on everybody at different percents, yeah.
I don't know if it is anymore.
It is. Yeah, it is.
We need to lab that.
On my life,
straight up like ding dong.
Yeah. Anyways, we are on this last stock here. They are both just trying to find a good open here. You can tell both of them are trying to really safe with a lot here, but Zeo finding this good opener, keeping the pressure and opting to reset instead of taking a really scary back throw opportunity. And there it is, getting the grab, but missing the regrab on the plat. That hurts.
Pressure now, implicit with the clone.
Oh,
and they're gonna get you out of danger.
That's
The high recovery.
Really
Nice
wanting
DI.
to kill. Oh, Blair, what do we do? What do you do here?
Clairen finding ways in with dash attack. I feel like Zeoark just needs to call that out one time to catch Bowler
reverse.
slipping. The tipper on the reverse hit. Deep off stage. The next one will do the trick, but that neutral B fighting his way back onto the stage. Double jump out of the corner, still swinging.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry.
That's it.
I'm gonna cry. I knew he was dead. That hurt my heart.
That's not what you like to see.
Oh, that one hurt. That back air not killing you. No, he was like, no, I needed that reverse back air to kill. Great awareness from Bowler, and good job recomposing to find that 1-2 and closing out. And not surprised at all that we are going to Aramata here.
This is interesting. Yeah, this stage is not great for Clairen.
No.
Especially in terms of recovery. I actually think on stage it's pretty sick.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean it's FD with a really nasty plat sometimes.
With a sick platform for you in the middle.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think it's a matter of being confident in your punish game, right? Because once you get Clairen off stage, you can really abuse her recovery on this stage. That being said, if she's just dominating you in neutral, you're actually just helping our punish game. It's really good on this stage. And
Yeah, 100%.
reason versus some characters, I'll be like, I'll dare people to not ban it. Or to not pick it. And just leave it unbanned.
Yeah, it can be really tempting to just be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna see if you take me here. Are you brave enough? And I think that is kind of the case that's happened here, where Zeoark, as we're seeing, he is moving right now, only taking 44%. And you know, speaking of that FD mode, I think we're seeing how Forsburn also really takes advantage of this stage and puts on the pressure.
100%. And having those extra recovery opportunities. Yeah, with the smoke online, getting that jump back, forced to go to the ledge. Bowler trying to take this stock, trying to even things back up. The nerf on that weak up there, though, means no combo online for now, and the pressure of the clone meaning that Bowler is still just fighting to get out of this corner.
Oh, but there's the nair, but missing the follow-up, getting a little desperate for it. But Zeo also dropping his follow-up. Oh, they both got a little nervous on that back air whipping. Oh, but great perfect ship, but Zeo scrapping it out and just barely missing the confirm on that plat. Finding an up tilt. Bowler finally getting a good hit here. Really struggling to close out the stock, though. Oh, a little bit of deception came into play right there. Did you see that?
I did. Something I kind of want to note about what Bowler has been doing is if Zeoark kind of just dash dances in neutral for long enough, kind of just in that like mid-range, Bowler just lets a dash attack rip eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is absolutely what you should do in this matchup, honestly, is catch him in, like, mid-motion, because while you can dash dance, Forsburn does have one of the longer, like, initial dashes if you let the whole thing go.
I think it's the second longest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to be extra careful, but Zeoark holding down the fort here. Almost, like, I mean, we are just about to get another stock ahead at this point, but Bowler just slipping their way back on stage, finding a great back air. The pressure is on here at 39%. Great use of the smoke, guys. Remember, you gotta get rid of that smoke. You cannot let him recover high like that. And that back air will seal this stock with a whole stock lead retained.
Something I want to see along those lines is if Zeoark is actually going to notice when those dash attacks are coming out, right? Because that is such a punishable move. And if you realize that Bowler is getting impatient and lets either a rising forward air or a dash attack rip, that can be a huge punish. That being said, no jump online right now. Zeoark using the clone to get back down to the ground, and thankfully no tipper on either the down tilt or the forward tilt, meaning you got opportunities.
I think Bowler's starting to get a little bit of confidence. Oh my god, the clone kind of messed him up there, but there we go. Evening it back out, only taking 35. Great adaptation from Bowler here. Really loving the tempo shift. We're seeing Zeoark getting a little impatient and starting to get caught a lot for trying to come out of the corner.
And I think one of the things that makes Clairen so good in a tournament like this, and I will say so good in general, but specifically in tournaments like this, is because back throw, forward throw is such a just like easy bake mix-up that anyone can pick it up, anyone can do it reliably. And any time that you catch someone off guard, you are rewarded so heavily for it, especially if they don't know like the risk management of DIing one way or the other.
100%.
I think that makes Clairen so threatening.
Oh my god. Oh, Blair, I gotta interrupt you. This is too close right now. And one good confirm from either of these players could just end this game right here. And Zeoark needs to get on the board here. But Bowler refusing to give up any sort of momentum or tempo. Oh, looking for that neutral B catch was real close. I think they thought about it a little too late. That might have been true, but great usage of shield. And oh my God.
Wow.
That was one of those
crazy.
moments.
Can we talk about what just happened?
Yeah, that was a moment, because this is a big thing that especially at like this level of play happens, where it's like Bowler was coming in and Zeo was like, all right, I'm going through the motions, I'm gonna put the clone down, and then at that moment Bowler was like, oh my God, I'm so close to you, why are you making clone, and hesitated just long enough that Zeo was like, oh, okay, and just jumped it back and just caught Bowler in the like, what is happening, why did you do that? That was not safe.
Bizarre.
Yeah, and there's something that happens with a lot of players, and like everybody acts a little differently when this happens, where it's the like, wait, what? You either mash something out, you do like a defensive option, or some players, as we saw right there, freeze up and hesitate just long enough to get taken advantage of. And that was a great catch from Zeoark to be like, oh, okay, and just yoink that stock and close that game out with how close that was. That was huge clutch moment.
I think one of the big things about it too is, Bowler realized he messed up, right?
Yeah.
He realizes, okay, I didn't get the punish out in time for this weird ass option, so I'm just gonna try and get out of here, right?
Yep,
and Zeoark so clearly recognized that, okay, typically what someone would do in this situation was pop clone on shield.
Yep.
So that you got additional pressure off the back of it because you're so close. But because Zeoark knew that, didn't actually end up popping the clone and just caught the jump, the option that will beat the clone pop, to get that back here. So kind of layers on layers of trying to figure that out. And when we're talking about layers, it's the first one. I think, grab the ledge and see what happens.
I will say, I think Bowler's starting to really clean up a little matchup specific things with the way he's positioning himself, especially around Forsburn shield, and is starting to get that offstage pressure down quite a bit. We're seeing a lot more confidence as he's starting to speed up, as we saw there. But Zeoark,
controller problem.
Let's see what's going on here. We might be having a little bit of a disconnecty happening. Maybe a controller DC.
What's the ruling on that, Coach?
We're gonna take that one to the TOs for just a second. I'm gonna assume we restart with the stock down, but I'm gonna see.
One player has to stub their foot. That is their penance.
All right, give me 1 second, guys. We're gonna do a ruling on this. I think we're just giving up the game. I think Zeoark is gonna go my bad and take the game loss. I think we're just gonna keep going. Yeah. Looks like we're just going with it.
Unlucky.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. You guys, lesson learned.
Make sure your hardware works.
Get a good cable locked in.
Oh, that's a tough way to go. And I mean, despite that game going one way or the other, it looked like Bowler was at least in control at the very start, but you do want to make sure that your stuff is working so you get to play it out all the way to the end.
Yep. You got to be careful. Make sure you guys get those cables. Get the good ones. Or if your port's messed up, get it repaired as soon as you can, because that hurts. And it kind of is a momentum killer for both players in a way. We're just like, oh, that's a bummer. You don't want to take a game like that. It never feels good because they were playing a really good set. But we are back into it for game 4 on Godai Delta.
I mean, it kind of depends how you're built. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a world where is Bowler nutty and is just like, haha, earned it. Sucks.
Yeah, sucks, bro.
I think that's the Locust. He'd never say it, but
I love Mason. That's awesome. Yeah,
thank Loki. He'd be like, I should have fixed it.
Yeah, God bless you. All right, we are already at over 100% on Bowler right here. Let's see if we can find one good back air. The pressure is on right here with that clone just doing a little shimmy. We're putting the Clairen back off stage, and great up B right there. I love the way Bowler positioned himself off stage to find that hit on to get back on. Oh my God. Oh my God. A lot.
Can I say something crazy?
Yeah, you could say something crazy.
After this kill doesn't work? Okay, I'm going to say something crazy. I really hate that you can tipper the clone. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
It's not for the reason you think. But it's because the tipper makes such a distinct noise.
Yeah.
And because noise becomes such an important part of kill confirms, because you can actually hear faster than you can like visually process things. Like that tipper noise becomes an important part of your kill confirms because you just know it hit based on the sound.
Yeah.
So when you hear the noise come through on the clone, and you're just like, all right,
finish your thought.
Swing.
You're continuing to pitch it. Yeah. Can I say something crazy to you now?
Yeah.
Poor Clairen has to use their eyeball.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's what I'm saying.
We're back here now on 2 stocks each a piece. Just taking 2 minutes on the board here to kind of clean this up. These two are both really, really fighting at these low percents to see who gets the other to 61st. And Zeoark winning this stock here. Carrying him all the way across Kodai Delta and closing the stock. What a combo that was on the DI mix.
That's one of those situations where you're DIing in, and then by the time you realize you shouldn't be DIing in, you start DIing out, but then you should have been DIing in. Do you
and it's too late. It's just too late. You've been triple mixed. Yep.
So you just mix yourself and get both DIs wrong?
Yeah, you know, and especially a move like Forsburn's like up air and like fair, when you get it wrong like this, you take so much percent too. And we're seeing, like I told you, Zeoark loves that move, and he is absolutely running away with it, but great DI from Bowler to not get cooked by that. Oh, I really want to see Bowler start to catch those like clone spawns. I feel like he's hesitating just a littlest bit too long, and Zeoark is starting to live a little bit longer than maybe he should be.
I think there's something weird about like kind of negotiating with yourself that you can just hit the clone when he's spawning it, especially because his hurt box is extended. I feel like a lot of people are like, okay, this doesn't have any end lag, and I don't know, it feels like it has a hitbox. This is not, again, something crazy, but it feels like it has a hitbox even though it doesn't.
No, I get it, and right there, Zeoark not letting any of that, you know, that mindset slip there, recompose himself real quick in that second stock of game 4 and cleaned up really, really well, taking us to a game 5 now. Wow.
And I feel like the way to mentally get back into this is just being like, I didn't need that game.
Yeah, I mean, right there, he showed it. He did not.
Just be like, I'm beast. You can have that one. Honestly, you can have 2. I left this open and chose it.
I am very surprised that Bowler picked this, and I guess for the main reason, it's like he hasn't really been getting like down aired and killed, right? So it's like taking the risk to like abuse the blast zones, where he's been getting a lot of combos into up strong, and it just being just not enough. And so maybe, like, you know, as we're seeing with the like, those are the routes that he likes to take. This is the stage that's gonna enable that to be like high value.
I don't know. This is not where I'd be taking Forsburn, I'll tell you that much.
Me and you both. But right here, we are seeing the mix is on.
Knows something we don't, baby. And that's the second time we've actually seen Zeoark not break out of the special pummel, so potential opportunities there for Bowler to just get those guaranteed kill confirmed instead of the 50-50s and missing the up smash. Well, hey, why not run it back? Why not? You don't need to hit the up smash.
You just don't need it. Oh, but that down strong missing is gonna hurt. Great reversal here from Boulder, but immediately getting caught back. Oh, we're getting caught out of these dashes quite a bit here, but that uppie is gonna get punished. Great down tilt, and we're gonna keep going, but didn't react. And again, Bowler mixing himself just a little bit too much in that moment. Let's see if we can find the pressure. Oh my god, he's faking. The deception is really starting to show the longer this set goes. And that's gonna be the stop.
That's why you don't go 15. Here.
This is
why you don't go here when you're Clairen. That's your bad. I'm willing to say it. I'm willing to say it. That being said, 2 stock the piece, still very doable in this game 5. Forsburn forced to recover high. Which one's the real one? Guesses correctly, and now these combos, the DIN betraying him.
We needed that, Blair, but we're still. Whoa!
Oh, that's it.
Wait! Oh, get him attack. Oh no, that never feels good when you do that and you're like, oh, you didn't go for the ledge. You actually made it high enough. Oh, that hurts.
You kind of sounded like Shaggy for a second. He's like, oh no, Scoob, he went
No, you're supposed to get him attacking right there. There's the up throw up air, by the way. That is completely true. You just reacted to DI.
There's no way.
Anyways.
That's fake news. That's fake news.
It's not fake news. I have labbed it. Anyway, right now, Zeoark really scrapping to try and get some momentum here. This is not the position you want to be in as Forsburn because we need to get a little bit more % on the board and find this confirm, but that is not going to be enough. Clairen charging it up and swatting him away, but making it on the stage and again. Oh, they're both fumbling these catches on the stage, and all the % is being laid on. 46% now. Zeoark has to be real careful of finding another reverse back air. Bowler refusing to die here at 127%. Oh my goodness gracious, Blair, he won't die.
So many opportunities now at the ledge to get these kill confirmed. And I feel like Zeoark maybe overthinking it a little bit. The whip grab it to the panic option. Every single time we cover those, the down smash coming through, and now the nair, the pressure.
This trade with the tilt boost is crazy. Whoa,
sure, yeah, whatever.
Get the grab into the forward throw F strong. Here comes the back air.
This is so bad now, no jump.
That was close. Oh my god, the %. Like the reversal with the. I actually thought he was the other one. Being and making all the way on, but that F strong is gonna catch him. We're gonna have to air dodge and up B and side B and it's not. Oh, the easy B change saved him.
Bowler got scammed.
Almost hitting the timber. Oh, that's him. Oh no.
All right, the jab. No tag.
Oh, he's so scared. Oh, he's so scared.
We're swinging now. We're swinging now because things have gone wrong.
Getting the tower spot. Oh my god.
Back center stage F smash works of all things.
Can you keep a secret?